I'm back at the cd175 this evening. It was a bank holiday weekend there, and I went up the road to one of our viewers here called Colin. I'll not say his surname because he didn't want to really be videoed or anything, so I appreciate that. So I brought the frames up to Colin, and he's been really giving me a lot of help and going out of his way to help me with getting the bits of welding done and that. So Colin, I want to give you a big pat on the back and a massive thank you for getting me ahead with these projects. By the way, anybody there on the channel or who's watching, if you have a cd175 front mudguard, Colin is looking for one, and I would like to put the word out there to see if anybody can help him out. It doesn't matter what condition, he'll try his best to fix it up no matter what it is. So what am I doing today? Well, I haven't got the swing arm back yet, so I can't go painting the frame. But what I've been doing is I've been getting ready and starting on the mud guards and things. So I'll just show you what I'm at here. I'm going to clean up all of the smaller bits belong to the bike. I've had them in this evaporust now for a day or two, and some of the parts have come up really clean. Some of the other parts not so much, because there's grease on them, and evaporust doesn't work with grease. You have to clean them very well first, and that was a mistake on my part, but look, we'll just do what we can do. So I'm going to give them a little clean with a wire brush now and a drill, and we'll see how good they come up. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. Yeah, so we've been having the typical usual Irish weather here today, and it's been raining for most of the day. So this is my first chance to get out here and to have a look at the pieces that we were cleaning up. So I did have a quick look yesterday, and they look pretty good. A good few of them look pretty good. I mean, that's the swing arm axle, not so bad. Foot pegs, I mean, there's no rust there. It's, well, very little. It's just paint, muck. You know, that's what we're going to do with the wire brush. We're just going to give it a quick run with the wire brush, and that should take any of the muck off them. See how clean these are coming out. If you'd seen these, you probably did see these pieces before, because I showed them sitting on the table over there in one of my last videos, just how rusty they were. And to be fair to evaporust, it really does do a good job. It just needs a little bit of help at the end with a bit of a brush, quick brush over, you know. That saved me a lot of work. This piece, as you can see, there's a bit of black paint left on that. It doesn't lift paint, it only lifts the rust. But if you have oil sitting on top of the rust, it won't lift it. So that's why you have to give that a quick run with the wire brush, brass brush. The stand, look at how clean that come up. I mean, there's very little brushing to do there. It's a very quick run over with the brush, and that'll be ready to go. Now, you've seen this pedal, because I did show it in one of the last videos, just how bad it was, and you can see how clean this has came up. I don't know if I'm going to use this pedal, though. I did say that I'd probably replace it. I might paint it silver anyway and see maybe how long it's going to last. There's very little chrome left on it. Brake rod, I can't get at the center piece. I'll just have to do that with the wire brush, but cleaned that bit up the other day as well with evaporust. What else have I got in here? Yeah, just take all out. That's for holding on your tank. You can see how clean these bits are coming out, but you can see wherever the oil has been, or the grease, it's not lifting it. And a lot of that's just grease you're looking at there, that's not paint. So it's going to take a quick brush just to get them the way I want them. Yeah, that's the hook for the stand. What else have I got here? Look at this spring, how it come up. It's like a brand new one. That's the spring from the stand, so I'm going to hook that on to where it belongs. Just kind of there. Make sure I don't lose it. What else have I got? The other exhaust piece. Footrest piece. So we've got a lot of bits to clean up here. That is the axle that I had to cut. Don't know if it's going to be any good to me at all. Don't know. Might be probably better trying to get a new one. And that's the piece I was missing. I was worried that I'd lost that. That's belonging to this piece here. I can't remember if there was something attached onto that piece. I don't know. And that's everything that was in the evaporust, you can see. So I'm now going to wash my hands, and I'm going to get a brass brush and see what we can do. So after working a little while with the wire wheel, this is how the pieces are coming up. They're very pitted looking. I'm hoping that the filler primer will fill that in. A couple of coats. I'm going to put an etch primer on them first, but you can just see the good job that the evaporust does. Like, how clean is that? That spring was rusted into anything, and now it looks like a brand new one. So yeah, I think it's a very good product. Evaporust, are you listening? Yeah, I'm impressed. So I'm going to put an etch primer on them now when I'm done. I'm cleaning them up bit by bit, and we'll just continue on. Okay, so we're getting on good. I've given these a quick run over with the brass brush, but you'll see on this the evaporust hasn't done a very good job, and the reason behind that is because this was covered in paint and grease. I didn't clean them before I put them into the evaporust, so that is what is in here, stopped it from doing its job. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to put, now that I've got them cleaned down a bit, I'm going to put them back in for another while. They're the two worst ones. The rest did seem to clean up pretty good. As you can see, I'm happy enough with what I'm seeing there. Most any of the rust you can see is black. It's not brown, and that's what you want to be seeing. You don't want to be seeing brown rust because that means that the process hasn't stopped. You're seeing on this brown, so the process is still working on that, and we have to stop it, so we're going to have to put it into the evaporust for another while. So into the tank, I'll try and put them all up on their side so that they're not lying on top of each other. Yeah, and that's it. Every other piece I've cleaned. You can see how clean them pieces are. Just really, really good once you've hit them with a brass brush. So yeah, I would say the evaporust is well worth a getting. It's just that you have to really clean them a little bit first before you put them in. Most of my pieces cleaned now, and they're still a bit on the greasy side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit of petrol. I'm going to pour it into this bucket, and I'm just going to give them a good wash with the petrol, and that should degrease them and get all the grease off. So that'll be the next move. So bar the swing arm and the stand, that's all the pieces cleaned up now. I just gave them a quick clean with petrol, as you can see, and I got a lot of the grease off them and that. So to stop them from flash rusting, I'm going to have to now coat them with a bit of primer. But I have to wait for them to dry, so I'll get a bit of dinner and then I'll do that very quickly, and that'll be them ready to go. That's me finished for the night, guys. A lot of stuff cleaned up and primered. As you can see, that's all looking pretty decent now. Bar that wee bit of an axle. I'm going to try and get that welded again. If not, I'll replace it with something else. That's my work done for the evening. There's still two pieces sitting in the evaporust. I'll get to them. Had to lift my frame off the floor because my family pet decided that it was a good toilet, and yeah, it showed up. Nearly lost this. This is my earth piece for the frame, so I better put that with the frame. I'm not going to lose it. That's in there now. That's it for this evening. You can see it's hammering it down here, so I couldn't leave the stuff outside to dry, but luckily enough it was dry enough for me to put it away, so there we go. So I've started to strip the paint off this front mudguard, and I'm going to show you a little trick here that most old guys would know, but a lot of younger guys wouldn't know. And a lot of people waste a load of time with wire brushes, scratching the crap out of the steel, and then they start to use paint stripper, which is now no good anyway, and it's an awful messy job. All you have to do is get your map gas, and I know what you're going to say, don't heat that up, you'll warp it. No, if you heat it up just enough that you can see the paint starting to smoke, and then stop and have it even, it won't do that. And then you just simply rub it with the brush. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I've showed you before on the other bike, but some of you may not have been watching that build, so I'll just show you again what I'm doing. I'm very lightly heating it, and you'll see the paint starting to bubble a little bit, and then you stop. See the smoke starting to rise out of that now? That's when you stop. So that's not a massive amount of heat. And then you just get the drill, and it just comes off so much easier. Now I'm doing this one-handed, but I'm not digging in, I'm just letting the drill literally sit on it. You can see that already it's lifting a lot of that paint very easily, and I'm putting no pressure on it. It could just do with maybe a little more heat, a little more. Some places can be a little more stubborn than others. Just don't go to town heating it, because you will warp it. Enough to just do what you need to do. Right, you can see that paint going black there now. That should lift. And over here. Okay. See how easily that's coming off now? I'm doing this one-handed, remember? No pressure on it at all. It's so simple. This is a bit of a stubborn spot here, so I would have to maybe lean in on that cord a little bit, but it's not too bad. But there you are, that's what I've been doing. And I'll just show you, if I put the camera up good and close to the steel, you'll see that there's no real scratch marks from the brush in that. It's taking it off nice and clean and smooth. So it's really good method for stripping, obviously, your mud guards and things, but not your petrol tank. Don't even think of it. So I've been working at this mud guard now about 10 minutes, and you can see how much of it I've got stripped. Guys, that method is going to save you a massive amount of time. I mean, if I was doing that without burning the paint first, I'd be at this for hours. Yeah, this is the way to go. Look at how clean it's took it off. Very little scratching, very little deep scratching in it. I'm very impressed with that method. And then you just get 50% vinegar, 50% water, and treat that brown rust that you see there. And after that, maybe a little bit of cool rust. I don't have any at the minute, but that's what I would put on it. And then you would start your painting process, your etch primer and that sort of thing. So I came back out here this evening, and I started on the back mud guard to get it stripped. I've been heating it. That's not rust, you see, that's just red dust. I've got it all stripped now, as you can see. and there is a bit of rust on it and stuff which will need treating. It's not in the worst condition it could be. Yeah, there's an odd patch where it was welded and need filling and straightening out. But not too bad. I can't see any holes coming into it just yet. But oh, there's one there. Tiny, but it's there. You can see it. So I'll have to get that, sort that. Yeah, I can see it there. That's a bit of a bad patch there. Yeah, well, we'll just have to fix that. Obviously I have to strip the inside of this yet, but I don't have time this evening. And as you can see, it is absolutely hammering it down outside of my shed, which means I can't use my table out here. And as you can see from my shed, it's an absolute disaster at the minute because I've like 3 bikes stripped down and they're all piled up in parts here. You can just do nothing. I really am going to have to do something with this shed now very soon. But I have 2 mudguards stripped now. There you go. Just have to get them rust treated and ready, and all little imperfections like that need to be filled in, straightened out. I have these fork legs to do. Strip them 2 pieces. I have 2 new ones for this because they're bonjaxed. Sure, somebody could use them, but would you want to? That's the question. Not much point, not when you have new ones got. So I'll strip them 2 pieces and I'll strip the new ones that I've bought, and that's pretty much all the blue ready to go. I have this chain guard piece. Now I do have another one of these bought off a guy that I know, the bottom piece for that, which is not easy got, but I do have it. And I have those 2 side panels to run over with 400 grit. So that's where I am. I'm not get to do anything more this evening because I have to go and practice some music with somebody. So I'm going to leave this video here today, and we'll continue on in the next video with the rest of it, I think. So until the next time, guys, thank you very much, and please subscribe to Demo690, and please give me a thumbs up because it really helps to push my videos to other people. Thank you very much.